So for dinner tonight, we're gonna have some fajitas. So I have some beef fajita meat that has been washed, and I bought it already cut from the store. So now I have one onion that I just sliced, and I'm gonna go ahead and add in my onion. And then I also have a bell pepper. This is about 3/4 of a bell pepper. You could do a whole one if you want. And then this is one jalapeno. I just sliced them pretty big so that I'll be able to find them in case we don't want to eat them. And then I'm going to take just a teaspoonful of this Lawrys red fajita seasoning. If you haven't tried it, I strongly suggest you try it because this is a really, really good seasoning. I'm just going to put 1 teaspoon, if I can get it. Got 1 teaspoon of the red fajita seasoning. And so I'm gonna put about a cup of this Goya mojo marinade. It's really good. It's citrusy. It's got orange and lime and lemon flavors in there with some spices, but it's really good. You just have to make sure that you shake it well because the seasoning does tend to end up at the bottom. So I already poured some out. I have a 1/2 cup here. I'm gonna go ahead and measure out another 1/2 cup and add that. I also added in a 1/2 teaspoon of the Goya all-purpose seasoning. And now I'm just going to let it sit for about 45 minutes to an hour. I would say leave it for at least 30 minutes. So I have my pan preheating to cook our fajita meat. I did drain off some of the liquid. Not all of it, but some of it. I'm going to use the garlic cilantro oil I have, but you can just use any olive oil. And I'm just going to put a teaspoon in my pan. And now I'm going to get meat mixture right in here. I'm just going to cook it until the meat is cooked through and the liquid has evaporated. I'm going to let it get a little bit of caramelization too, and I'll show you what it looks like. But I'm going to get the rest of my toppings done and the tortillas warmed. So I went ahead and I pulled out the jalapeno, and I'm just waiting for it to get a crust. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze 1/2 a lime. And I'm just gonna mix that in and wait till it gets a little caramelized. So you can see it got a little bit caramelized. So I'm gonna cut the heat and dinner is ready.